Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faradillah Agustin, and today I will analyze a story from novel. The title is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. The first is the synopsis. As Death Eaters wreak havoc in both Muggle and Wizard worlds, Hogwarts is not longer a safe haven for students. Though Harry or Daniel Radcliffe suspects there are new dangers lurking within the castle walls, Dumbledore is more intent than ever on preparing the young wizard for the final battle with Voldemort. Meanwhile, teenage hormones run rampant through Hogwarts, presenting a different sort of danger. Love may be in the air, but tragedy looms and Hogwarts may never be the same again. The next is genre, or what kind of story is it? Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is a young adult fantasy novel. Harry is now 16 years old, and the conflict he has to deal with has escalated yet again from the previous 5 books. In this opening chapter that follows the Muggle Prime Minister, we get a recap of everything that Harry and the wizarding world has had to deal with these last 5 years, especially now that Voldemort has officially returned. And just like in the last book, there's a stronger emphasis on romance than in the first 4 as well. The next is about plot, or what is the story really about. In the opening chapter, J.K. Rowling shows us that all hell has broken loose now that Voldemort, his Death Eaters, and the Dementors essentially have free range. In a dangerous world out there, not just for Harry and the wizarding community, but for the Muggles too. The world is officially at war, and no one is safe. And once again, we have the perfect setup for an action worldview story. A, there will still be life or death stakes in this story. And B, the final confrontation will still occur between Harry and Voldemort. And C, this time the story is going to involve someone called the Half-Blood Prince. Who is the telling story? This chapter follows the perspective of the Muggle Prime Minister who gets forced into an impromptu meeting with Cornelius Fudge and then Rufus Scrimgeour. Just like the previous 5 books, Rowling starts with a more omniscient narrator and then zooms us into the point of view character that we should be following into the scene. The rest of the story will follow Harry Potter from a limited third-person perspective. The next is character, or which character should they care about most? J.K. Rowling has set up this character to make us care about so many different people. Of course, we always care about Harry Potter since he's the main character, but also it's pretty hard not to worry about Harry after all he's been through in books 1 through 5. Voldemort still wants to kill Harry, and now he's even more motivated by the prophecy he learned about in Book 5. Not only that, but Voldemort and his followers are attacking both wizards and muggles like so. In this chapter, we start to worry about the larger world outside of Harry, Ron, and Hermione too. Beyond that, we also feel a little bit bad for Cornelius Fudge. he got fired, and the Mughal prime minister is getting a lot dropped on him at once. That's a lot to complete in one chapter. The next is setting and conflict. Setting or where and uh, where and when does the story take place? This chapter takes place in the Mughal Prime Minister's office in London. Through Fuchs' recap of recent events, we hear about places in the larger world, including Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry. And this point in the series, we can assume the rest of the story will take place at Hogwarts as usual. And then the conflict. The prime minister asked Fudge about Sirius Black because, last he heard, Black had escaped and has possibly trying to join Voldemort's forces. He wants to appear in the know. Well, everyone, that's all from me. Thank you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.